right now, there's an AI gold rush almost nobody's talking about because everyone's too busy staring at the shiny stuff. And while the whole internet tries to make money with AI agents or vibe-coded apps, normal people who want to get ahead with AI that aren't nerding out over the tech have found a way to capitalize on it. And they understand one simple thing. AI created a gap in the market between people who know how to use it and people who don't. And until now, that gap has been filled with tech nerds who talk at a high level but can't relate to the average person. And because of this, there's actually a gap inside of the gap. And that gap is exactly how I've gotten my AI agency to $25 million in revenue. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you what this new gold rush is and how you can build a 7-figure business with it. Let's get into it. So the gap is fairly simple. Right now we have a bunch of people that are building flashy automations and workflows that are trying to work for big companies or the internet economy, and it's left a big gaping hole in the market for people who can service the old economy. Because most business owners know that AI is a thing and that it's useful, but have no idea what they're doing, nor will they understand technical jargon. All they really want is someone to come in, provide a solution that leverages AI and clearly convey the value in a way that just makes sense to them. They want it in simple terms with a clear explanation of what the AI solution will achieve and how it will work. That's the gold rush people are neglecting right now. Become the AI whisperer. Be the person that brings this technology to the older generation. People who don't have the time to, but also don't want to understand it, right? My mom and dad could care less, but these people, they will pay you in this gold rush. Now, knowing the gold rush exists is one thing, but you also need to know who you're gonna help, who you're gonna actually make money from. And right now, there's a lot of desperate business owners, and they know AI is coming for their industry, and they know they'll fall behind without it if they don't adapt. They just have zero ability to install it themselves, and they don't have any interest in figuring that out. They spend the night thinking, my competitor's gonna figure this out before I do, and I'm gonna get left behind, and that's exactly the relief that you're gonna sell them. It's really that simple, but there's one type of business that can actually pay you for this. Okay, it's the boring brick and mortar businesses on every single street corner that you see whenever you're driving to the gym or you're walking your dog. It's the med spas, the gym owners, the dentists, the chiropractors, the roofers, the HVAC owners. These businesses solve problems that never disappear. And every single one of them shares the same problem. They need more customers and they know they can use AI to solve it, but they have no clue how. The opportunity is really simple. You're gonna help a boring local business get more customers, and you're solving an old problem with a new tool, and it's the safest bet in business because you're not gambling to see if people will pay for this. You already know that they're willing to pay for it. Okay, and so now you know you're gonna help, but knowing which business to target is only half of it, because if you walk up to those owners with the wrong thing to sell, you'll end up competing on price and getting paid almost nothing, and really wasting a ton of time and being very frustrated. The mistake almost every single beginner I see make selling AI is they're only selling and providing one service, one automation, one chatbot, one app, or one marketing service. And what that mistake ends up creating is you can almost envision a business kind of like a bucket full of water, but the bucket has a bunch of holes in it. When you're only providing one solution, you're only patching one of those holes. So what inevitably ends up happening is that bucket pours out tons and tons of water, which only allows them to make a little bit of money, which then only allows them to justify paying you a little bit of money. So you need to stop selling a single solution and start selling an AI system and connect every AI service into one end-to-end machine that plugs every single hole at once. That way no water spills out and they can pay you a lot of money. Because now the bucket will actually hold the water and the business makes more money and they can pay you a lot because you're worth a lot, because you're providing a system, not one-off thing. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. That's Aristotle. So it's only fitting we sell what I call the Aristotle system. And the simplest way to think about each part is an AI employee with one job, with all of them combined outperforming anything they do alone. And let's start with the first AI employee. Okay, and so the first AI employee that we're gonna deploy is one that reactivates the database of leads for these businesses. And so a lot of these businesses have a ton of leads in their database and they don't do anything with it. The data shows that on average, business owners only follow up with 27% of their new leads. And so what that means is that there's a ton of leads in their database that are kind of collecting dust that they're not doing anything with. So all we do is plug the AI in to their database of leads, reach back out to them, and then drive them through the door so that the staff doesn't have to lift a finger, and neither does the owner. And they're now able to generate money without spending any money on marketing because we're just re-engaging their old leads through AI and SMS. The second AI agent that we're going to deploy is the reviews and referrals employee. And so really all this is going to do is it's just going to follow up with customers, asking them how their experience was, and then getting them to leave reviews. And then from there, what it's going to do is follow up with them, asking them for referrals. And so the reason why this is valuable is because what the data shows is that 98% of people reference reviews before making a purchasing decision to become a customer. I'm sure you've probably done that before. But what's kind of crazy is that only 11% of staff members, employees, and business owners ask people for reviews. Yet 98% of people reference them before they become a customer. And so for that reason, we're going to help them get reviews without them having to lift a finger, just plugging AI into their new customer report whenever they get sales. And then in addition to that, we're going to respond to those reviews for them. And then we're also going to follow up with people that leave those reviews after, asking for referrals to get them more leads, again, without spending any money on marketing. The third AI employee that we're going to deploy is the website lead nurturing agent. And so all that we're going to do here is we're going to plug AI into their website so that whenever somebody submits a form, the AI agent will follow up with them with SMS to qualify them, book an appointment, get them to show up. And then if they don't show up, it will even handle rebooking them, basically re-nurturing them, re-reaching out to them to get them to book again, to get them to show up again, to then come in so that the staff doesn't have to lift a finger. The reason why this is important is because the data shows that on average, local brick and mortar business owners follow up with leads within 42 hours. And the data also shows that if you follow up with leads within less than 5 minutes, your chances of turning them into a customer increase by over 400%. And that was according to a Harvard study done back in 2017 across over 1,000 brick and mortar businesses. So it's a lot worse now, considering things have gotten a lot worse when it comes to the attention span of people. And for that reason, that's why we deploy that 1/3, because again, we're just tapping into the low-hanging fruit that they already have, that they're not doing a good job monetizing. And the fourth AI employee that we're going to deploy is the AI receptionist. And so all this is going to do is answer any calls that come in that the staff or owner does not pick up. The reason why this is valuable is because on average, brick and mortar business owners across America miss 62% of inbound calls. And the reason why that's important is because when people are calling into these businesses, they're literally trying to become a customer. They might just have a couple questions and that's it, and then they're ready to go. But the other issue with this is when these businesses don't answer those calls, most of the time these customers are just going to call another business and then go there, or basically go to whoever answers first. And so because of this, we just plug AI into their system so that after 10 seconds, if no one picks it up, the AI picks it up for them and then books the appointment. And then from there, our system will follow up them to confirm the appointment via text. And then if they don't show up to the appointment, it will then handle rebooking them, just like with the website agent. And the fifth AI employee that we're going to install is the sales trainer. The reason why we're going to install a sales trainer is because on average, 70% of small local brick and mortar business owners, their staff, only 70% of them report that they've received any type of sales training to be able to convert more customers for their job. But what the data also shows is that the people that do receive formal sales training, they see a massive uptick, over 50% increase in sales. Shocker. And so what we do is we create an AI agent that builds a script for them and then can role play with them. And then once they actually start taking sales, they can record them and then upload their transcript into it. And then it will grade them on a scale of 1 to 10 based off the different sections of the sales process and give them feedback on that so that they can get better. And ultimately they can receive some type of formal sales training, which the business owner or the sales manager doesn't have to do. They don't have to lift a finger to do that. It's just automated, leveraging AI.